it's a lot of pressure, you know, for one thing, for doing your own, having your own company, and a lot of times we won't, I guess, yeah, I mean, designing for yourself. We're our worst critic. We have to take on jobs that we may not normally think that's our favorite pieces of work, I guess, but you kind of have to, you know, it's a fine line. Do I want to survive and pay my mortgage? You know, it's all up to us, basically. It's all us. You know, so we try to pick jobs we love, but we also do jobs that we don't necessarily love.
We did a lot early on that we don't show anywhere. We didn't like it, but you know,
yeah.
We need to pay the bills and buy equipment. You just do what you got to do.
Yeah, our output, we have so much output as far as our design work. You know, like Dave Matthews and the other bands will do 4 or 5 designs in 1 week. And so a lot of times we'll just, you know, everything can't be exactly how we want it maybe, but if you're batting 300, you know, but we always, you got to find some way to make yourself enjoy it, no matter how much the job you might not really enjoy itself. But you've got to find something in there that inspires you. Maybe cash helps.
Sometimes in some of your posters, when colors or layers are kind of out of register, it creates a pretty cool effect. And I was wondering, is that usually more intentional or part of the process?
Usually it's intentional. It's just kind of, sometimes they're happy accidents. You know, over years of printing, you see what's going to happen and you try that. Or you see it somewhere else, you just want to duplicate that effect. Sure. It depends on the design and what type of look you're going for.
Yeah, I love that about screen print. It's imperfect. Each print is different. You know, it's done. Each print is, you do one color. I don't know if you guys know how it works necessarily, but you do. If you're doing a poster, you do one color first. You print all that color, and then you have to line up those posters again on the same table, and then do the next color. So there's going to be some off stuff, and I love that about the screen printing.
Here was another.
So you mentioned that people come to you for your style, and you've been doing it for like 10 years now. So do you ever want to do something that's a completely different style and change it in any way?
Sure, all the time. And that's what's great about doing some of these smaller indie bands. It allows us to experiment a little bit and kind of do what we want. And, I think you need to do that. I mean, we're producing a lot of work, and I just don't want to do the same look over and over. We're always constantly looking for new ways of doing things and being inspired by new work.
Yeah, but attention does, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get really bored. I mean, if I do a bunch of like more cartoon or character type stuff, and I'll say, I need to do something clean and just clean design, you know. So yeah,
when I was first out of college, I would be an editorial illustrator, and you pretty much have to have a consistent style so people recognize your work. But my problem is, you know, I would do a couple in that style, and I'd just get completely bored of it and want to switch it up. You know, I would come back to it one of these days, but in between, I'd have 4 or 5 different styles. You know, it's like Jekyll and Jekyll.
And I think about our posters too. I think it's important for a poster to look like a poster. I mean, there's sometimes there's like a sometimes there are like some posters look like it was just a cartoon that somebody did and they blew it up big. Okay, now it's a poster this big. I think we try to make our posters look like it was intended for a poster design, not just a cartoon blown up big and some type on top of it. So I think we try to push ourselves as far as that goes, to make a poster be a poster.
Since we already did that, right?
Yeah, we did that already. Right back there. There's no mic anymore.
What album's on the record player right now?
I'll listen to 6 or 7 different albums a day sometimes. It's kind of hard to...
I believe that right now, I think it's like a Neil Young record, probably.
Well, the fall is fall. We both like the fall, so it's kind of like Neil Young and that sort of twangy stuff. Kind of. You just call it some more R.E.M.
Yeah, R.E.M. You guys know who that is? You didn't want me to spell it?
You know, I like the new Hero Pink record. I thought that was pretty good. And then I'll listen to a lot of old stuff as well.
We like, yeah. Our taste in music is like our taste in art.
It's pretty all over the place. Jazz, country, pop.
Huge fan of jazz covers, you know, and David Stone Martin and all that stuff. Really big fans of Alex Steinweiss, Jim Flora. You know, they were back there, were so lucky they kind of invented the album art. You
But it's funny, I'll go through a phase where I'll listen to classic rock or the stuff I listened to a long time ago, and then I'll want to get into, discover some new music.
Then he'll turn over. Try this Judas Priest. Yeah, have you heard this recently? This is good. Marshall Tucker. But yeah, we're from Ohio, small town Ohio, so we know there's certain music you drink beer to, certain music
Yeah.
you don't.
Time for one final question.
Your best advice as far as time management?
Two questions.
All that stuff that I'm sorry.
Which one? You have to find out.
Your best
You can both go. We'll do two.
Your best advice as far as time management?
The best designs? That's the
Best
question.
advice as far as time management?
Time management.
I would,
Be organized for one. I mean, you've got to look at, don't take on more than you can chew. But you've got to make the most of, don't procrastinate is probably the number one rule right there. But be organized as you can, keep a calendar, look at your workflow, look at how much time you've got. You can't say, okay, 2 hours, I got 2 hours to be creative. And then I got to do this. It's not going to happen sometimes. You got to give yourself a little more time.
you got to visit the project, even in your head, before you go to paper. Just visit it. Right when you hear about the project, you that phone call, that email, just kind of think about it. So when you do have to go to, pen to paper, it's not such a shock. It's like,
It's almost like, it sounds cliche, but staying ahead of the curve a little bit. The earlier, the better.
well, I think you kind of know yourself, right? As everybody works differently, but I think as you do more design work, you kind of know your tendencies, I know some of you probably work great at the last minute, sometimes, but a lot of our work is done conceptually. Conceptually, it never works that great at the last minute. Usually, you got to kind of build that foundation, just the concept of the design. And executing just kind of comes in time,
And you can produce a lot of work, but we're not machines. We don't have the same habits every day, and things change up, and you gotta have that time to get a little fresh.
A refresh, right? You want the machine?
What was the other question?
Over here.
Do you consider, since you're such a part of the design process, the work that you make yours, or is there something that you feel is sort of more solitary to you that you do on the side?
When you say yours, you mean us as a Methane, or us individually, or?
Individually, like, do you feel as though it's a part of you, or is it more of a design choice for a client?
I think a little bit of each of us goes into what we're doing. I think that's what makes the piece. Sometimes it's 80%, sometimes it's 20%, but there's always something there.
I think we work so, we know each other so well, I think that even though we each do our pieces, I think they look like a,
Collectively.
I think they still look like a,
It came out the
Methane.
same. That didn't have my plan, it just sort of worked its way there. And there's some things Robert does better than myself and vice versa.
Pogo stick, real good, pogoing. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay. Athletically.
Right, bicycle.
Any more? Is that it? We're done?
Thank you again to Mark and Robert